This is going to be an overview of the Klein bolt-on air horn system. I got the Demon horns on it, and it's got the air compressor and air tank. It's installed in a 2016 Ram 3500 crew cab short bed. I'll start out with the wiring the way I did my switches. This truck has the option of having the auxiliary switches there, so I went ahead and wired it up to that. Basically, auxiliary number 1 makes the horns go off. Number 2 turns on the air compressor, routing power through the supplied relay. Under the hood, Ram made it pretty easy to get to these. So there you see number 1 and number 2. So number 1, I pulled ground right from the battery terminal, and I ran back power and ground all the way back. I also got these Deutsch 2-pin connectors to do everything. Makes it really nice. The power wire going to the relay that's on the other side of the vehicle actually goes through this channel. It's hard to see, but the loom's right here, and it goes all the way across. I'll show you that. So it pops out right there, and I pulled power from the stud down here, and this little wire comes back here. I hit the fuse right here that's supplied by them. Then all this harness right here kind of comes up and under the horn with another big connector, and then I mounted the relay right here. I actually went and got another relay from work that's more weatherproof and put that on there. Kind of going down. You'll see there's the wiring to the pressure switch. I did another Deutsch connector there. And the rest of the wiring kind of keeps running down alongside of the frame, zipped up nicely. And here's another connector. That connector is going back to the air compressor, and that's where I pulled my chassis ground. There's a nice stud already there, so I just went ahead and used that. Here's the air compressor. Had no issues with fitment or mounting at all. There's the braided line that goes. I actually ran the air hose right here through the top of this mount right here, and it just comes up, bends really nice. The supply for the horns comes down and over. I'm a little lucky, goes all the way across. I'm missing a DEF tank there, it just fell out. So I used that real estate to route my airline. And there's actually a hole over there that pops across to the other side of the truck. I'll show you that. So it comes out right there, and it snakes around and comes right here to the valve. Now the wiring for the valve just kind of goes up and over, and there's train horns installed, the large and the medium, no issues, and then the small one, again, no fitment issues whatsoever. The airline just kind of goes and tucks behind these storage bins, comes across there. Okay, if I can get myself out from under the truck, I'll show you what I did back here. So I did my air chuck right there. I basically, let's see if I can get a good angle, drilled 2 little holes, mounted the bracket, and tightened everything up. And I ran the airline just along the frame rail. For the filter, And the air compressor inlet, I came off of it, just kind of came back, and I mounted it just right there. It's right behind the cab on this plate here for the bed. I just drilled a little hole, and that fits pretty snug in there. It doesn't really move around, so that's pretty nice. Looks really good the way it's all routed. It's all tucked up in there. Just ran it through the car wash, so some of these things are pretty wet. There you have it. There's a view of the tank. No issues putting the tank in there either. While I was at it, since I had to get a longer bolt, I went ahead and got as much stainless hardware as I could. That's just personal preference. We get a lot of salt and junk out here. So anyway, looks pretty good. Forgot to mention, here's where I pulled the negative for the relay. Kind of snakes down in there as well. So leave me some comments if there's something you see that I did wrong. I like to route things nicely and try to make them as factory as possible. You'll see I'm missing a few other parts as well. But again, I really like how they provided these easy pigtails there to kind of wire everything up. Next video I'll try to show kind of some of the horns working from a distance and kind of driving by. Again, great system, great fitment. I have no issues with anything hitting or rubbing. Again, you can't see anything. Of course, I have the steps, but even then, getting close, you can't see anything sticking out, which I like. Everything's really nice and protected. So, really good job, really good hardware, and really good sound. Again, if you have any questions about the system, about my truck, about what I did, part numbers for the connectors, I have all that as well. Just leave them below. Thanks.